Hello, Mary. How are you? Hello, Mary. Hello, can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me? Hello, Mary.
Hello, teacher.
Yes, how are you? How are you today, Mary?
I'm good.
Nice. Okay, what's the weather today?
It's sunny.
Wow, that's really nice. Okay, what did you do this morning?
I went to I went to school.
Oh, yes, because you still learn during summer. Okay. So what are you going to do after our class, Mary?
I'm watch the TV.
One more, please.
Yeah,
One more, please. What are you going to do?
I watch the movie.
Watch a movie. Wow, nice. What movie are you going to watch? What kind of movie are you going to watch, Mary?
I watch the Doraemon.
Pardon, please. I cannot hear you well, Mary.
I watch the
Okay. Anyway, I want you to look at your book. Are you ready?
Yes.
Great. Okay, so we are going to learn adverbs of frequency. Okay, so we use an adverb of frequency to say that to say the frequency of the things that we do. For example, often, sometimes, every day, always, never, like that. Okay, now look at this one. I read a book every day. What is the adverb of frequency in here? That is every day. When we say every day, that's Mondays to Sundays. And we also have in here always. That's the same thing with every day. I always read a book. Okay, now what about here, Mary? Can you please read it?
yeah, yeah,
Okay, now look. Can you please read it?
yeah, yeah.
I play the saxophone five
I
times a week.
play for 5 times a week.
Very good. Okay, now when we say 5 times a week, that is usually Mondays to Friday or 5 times a week. That's usually. Okay, now look at this one. We have twice a week. Twice a week means in one week, you do it twice, like that. Okay, now look, I ride.
I ride my bike twice a week.
Very good. Okay, what do you do twice a week, Mary?
Um, I um, I I think no. I make I make the cake.
Very good. Who do you make a cake with?
Mm, mm, mm.
Do you make a cake with your mom?
Yeah.
Wow, that's really nice, Mary. Okay, now here, when we say twice a week, that means often. Okay, you can also say like I often bake a cake with my mom. That means twice a week. Is that clear?
Yeah.
Very good. Okay, and we have in here once a week. This is sometimes. Okay, for example, I play basketball once a week. Same with
I
I sometimes play basketball. So what do you do sometimes, Mary?
I sometimes watch film. Watch film.
Very good. Okay, so
Mm.
you say I watch film sometimes.
I watch film sometimes.
Great job. Okay. Now, look at this one. We have next once a month. So when we say once a month, that is, look, rarely. Okay, example. I go to the cinema once a month. That means I rarely go to the cinema. Okay, now let's make a sentence. Me, I rarely go to the swimming pool. What's your sentence?
Mm, I really mm, let's see.
Very good. Thank you for that. Okay. Now look at this. We have don't. When we say don't, that means you never do it. I don't drink alcohol. I never drink alcohol. Okay. And just like my example, I never, um, let me think. I never go out on Friday nights. What about you?
Mm, I don't want the dishes.
Very good. Okay. Now look at this one, Mary. Remember that when we say adverbs of frequency, we can say always, usually, all right? So look at the percentage. So if it's right here, that means 0% and it goes up to 100%. Always is 100%. Usually is 80%. Often 60%. Sometimes 30%. Rarely 10%. And never is 0%. Okay. Is that clear? Great. Now I'm going to ask you, what do you always do, Mary?
Hands away. Mm,
Yes, Mary?
away with the book.
Very good. Okay. What do you usually do?
Oh, I usually mm, I usually uh, mm, I usually feed the dog.
Very good. Great. Thank you for that, Mary. So in here, Mary, we have once, twice, three times, four times, or five times. Look, once mean only one. Twice means two. Three times means three. Four times mean four. And five times mean five. You do it 5 days in a week. That one. Okay. Now let's look at this. Let's play a game. Look and complete the sentence with the correct adverbs of frequency. You can do it, Mary.
Mm, mm, yeah.
What's your sentence? I rarely ride my bike. Remember, twice a week. What is twice a week? Try again, Mary.
Mm,
Twice a week. That means you do it 2 times a week. Okay, so let's see. Rarely.
No.
Try again.
mm, ah. Oh,
Let's try. Can you guess another one, Mary? Often. Very good.
Correct.
That's correct. So remember, twice a week means often. Okay, what about here? Look, read, and complete the sentence. You can do it, Mary. Okay, I walk my dog every day. I
Correct.
always walk my dog. Yay! Okay, so Mary, don't forget to read the sentence together with the adverb of frequency. Okay, great. What about this one?
mm, mm, um,
What's your sentence, Mary?
is
I play. I play the saxophone 5 times a week. Okay, look, 5 times a week. Try again. Let's do it.
No.
5 times a week. That means you do it Mondays to Fridays. Is that always, usually, often, rarely, or never? We have here,
Correct.
usually. I usually play it. Okay, now what about here? Look, I go to the cinema once a month. Very good. I rarely go to the cinema. Nice, Mary. Okay, how about here? Look at this. I don't drink alcohol. Don't. What do you mean by don't? Wow, very
Correct.
good. I never drink alcohol. Nice. Now, what about this one? Look, look. I play basketball once a week. All right, I play basketball once a week. Try again. Let's try rarely.
No.
Try again, Mary. Okay, very good. I
Cor-
sometimes play basketball. Okay, now, well done, Mary, because you've got most of the answers correct. That is a great job for you. Now, let's practice more. Okay, now look and write the adverbs and make a sentence. For example, never. Okay, make a sentence using never.
Uh, I, mm, I never cook lunch.
Oh, you never eat lunch?
Cook lunch. Cook
One more?
lunch. Cook lunch.
I never cook lunch. Very good. Okay, now what about here? Sometimes.
I saw do a long movie.
Great. How about often?
Often. Um, often. What a plan.
Wow, nice. How about always?
I always work with job.
Very good. Now this time, write the adverbs of frequency using Vietnamese. Okay, for example, let me give you an example. Wait a minute. This one. Never. Like this. Kung basil. Like this. Let me write it. Kong. Okay, now your turn, Mary. Okay, what about sometimes?
Mm, mm,
Write it.
mm. Uh,
How about sometimes? Let me
mm,
see. Sometimes. Okay, look. We have here hin tuang. Like this. Okay, what about often? Your turn, Mary. What is often in Vietnamese?
Mm, 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 mm.
Yes, Mary? What's often in Vietnamese?
Mm, mm, mm. Oh, yeah. Mm,
What is
mm.
often in Vietnamese? Thuong, thuong, thuong. What's that? Okay, do you want to write it? Very good. There you go. Okay, now what about always? Always. Let me see. Luôn luôn. Luôn luôn. That's always. Can you write it, Mary? Very good. Now look and read it in your own language.
Never.
How do you read it?
So about the
Okay, how about this one?
sweet one.
Great.
Thường
Nice.
luôn luôn.
Very good. Wow, very good. You have this one happy star, Mary. Okay. Now, Mary, let's look at this one. Oh, that they are all correct. Okay. Now look, this time you're going to listen and tick the three things that Jack does at the weekend. Here it is, Mary.
Listening 12. Listen. Pick 3 things that Jack does at the weekend.
What do you do on Saturdays, Jack?
Well, I always play football
When do you play?
in the morning.
And what do you do after football? Do you go shopping?
No, I never go shopping on Saturdays.
What do you do then?
I sometimes go for a walk with my dad. Then I do my homework.
Always?
Yes, I always do my homework on Saturdays.
Okay, one more. Oh, wow. Are you ready to check your answer?
Mm.
Not yet. Okay, now listen again and double check.
Listening 12. Listen. Tick 3 things that Jack does at the weekend.
What do you do on Saturdays, Jack?
Well, I always play football
When do you play?
in the morning.
And what do you do after football? Do you go shopping?
No, I never go shopping on Saturdays.
What do you do then?
I sometimes go for a walk with my dad. Then I do my homework.
Always?
Yes, I always do my homework on Saturdays.
All right. Very good, because you've
Listening
ticked
12.
all the
Listen.
boxes in
Tick.
here. Well done, Mary. That is great job for you. All right. Now, Mary, I want you to look and make 4 sentences that are true about you. For example, I often cook dinner at the weekend. Okay, now what about you, Mary? Write 4 things that are true about you. You can do it, Mary. Very good. Nice. I sometimes watch TV on weekdays. Wow, very good, Mary. Okay, now what do you text to your friends every Sundays?
Mm, um, 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 um,
Yeah. What do you text your friends every Sundays?
two. I said the question from my friend.
Very good. Thank you for that, Mary. Okay, now Mary, let's move on with making suggestion. So there are many ways on how to make suggestion. And when we say suggestion, those are the things that we say to recommend something, just to suggest. For example, let's go to the cinema. Oh, why don't we go to the school canteen first? By saying, why don't we? You are making a suggestion. Okay. Now we also have here, shall we? Okay, shall we invite her to the party? We also have how about? How about cooking for them? And lastly, what about doing something? Like what about watching that film? So all of the phrases in here, Mary, are the things that you can use to suggest something. Okay. Now let's make a sentence using each of the suggestion. Okay, example. Why don't we have dinner at 8 o'clock instead? What's your sentence, Mary? Okay. Anyway, anyway, Mary, it's already time, so we'll just call it a night and we'll continue next time. Because I have a next class. You have one big star and one big job. Bye bye, Mary.
Not much